socialization and training, learn to control our impulse to break societal norms and laws. Those who fail are by law whisked to prisons. However, Ghana's prisons reek of everything short of a reformatory center, as years of systemic failures in the dispensation of criminal justice has turned the prisons into near-slave camps. In this first part report, pt2 tells the gory stories of convicts and remands, the former seeking humane conditions and the latter justice.
The Nsawam medium security prison was built to hold 717, but currently holds 3,100 inmates. The 6 blocks are choked with remand and convicted prisoners. As of December 2009, the 3,100 inmate population includes 1,652 remand prisoners. The remand prisoners constitute about 54% of the total lockup. 1,117 have been convicted. 80 inmates condemned to death, with 82 inmates 7 life imprisonment. Scenes from Block 1, which holds suspected armed robbers, tells the entire congestion story.
Now, this is how bad the situation is. This is Block 1. A small cell which is supposed to take about 14 people now has about 45 inmates. As you can see, the inmates are practically lying on each other.
There is no space to turn over, and an inmate has no choice of turning or stretching after lockup time from 5 p.m. to 6 o'clock the next morning. Congestion here has been worsened by the closure of the James Ford prison in Accra, which led to the transfer of 996 inmates to the Nsawam facility.
The evacuation exercise was a great success. Over here, high humidity, excessive heat was the order of the day. But the question is, would you create another problem whilst attempting to solve one?
To ease the plight of inmates at Nsawam, short-term prisoners plus well-behaved inmates who have almost completed serving their sentences were transferred to the Ankafo Main and Kumasi Central prisons. This is the visitors' room of the Nsawam prisons. Visitors are allowed 10 minutes. They are allowed to bring meals or raw foodstuffs for relatives incarcerated here. Although the entire prison is surrounded by a 20-foot high wall topped with barbed wire, this has not dissuaded inmates from attempting to scale the wall. 28 out of 67 escaped prisoners of 2008 were recaptured. The 6-ward infirmary at the Nsawam medium security prisons had scores of bedridden inmates. It records an average of 100 cases daily. A laboratory, theater and recovery room complement infirmary service. Chief Superintendent Edward Menu, medical officer at the Nsawam prisons, said acquisition of drugs for inmates remains yet another challenge at the prison. Still in the eastern region, this is the Kofodia prisons, built in 1946 as an abandoned World War II magazine depot converted into a prison. The facility that first housed 60 inmates has been expanded and now has 400 inmates. But this large catchment area, which spans Suhum Krabwa Kota, Afram Plains, East Achim, Yellow Krobo, Fantiakwa and Kwau districts, means inmate population fluctuates between 500 and 550. Currently, the 19 cells built to hold up to 20 people each now have 75 each, compelling inmates to sleep on the floor.
This is the sad story of 117 people who have been left here on remand. The facts are that some of these people here may be innocent, and all they're asking for is that give us a fair trial. If we are found guilty, we will serve our term. And then now, yeah.
Suspect murder. Court crime and Kubi. 5 years in the
media me call Kruma Meba and I do by 9 o'clock. And Timeba no, Yakwaya Educo Fino, Namtesa by you be a camu a woman. Intimidia Mika me call honum, not Makwa no monsa. Intimidu honum them who say, boy be ebutu kwan ano wo honom na me ko me rush ko honom nti girl no so ko fi okoka say ya attack o kwan so nti on buy na me ne no na ejina honom on buy ya no betu gu me so na o mo bo me suspect robbing.
Now to the Ashanti region.
You are welcome to Kumasi Central Prisons. I'm DSP Collins, ASHANTI Adokwa. All the prisoners are local, but I want you to enter here and see what happens after 5:30.
The Kumasi Central Prison, built in 1860, was reconstructed in 1925 to create more cells for the increasing number of inmates. Originally built to hold 600 inmates, the Kumasi Central Prison now has 1,687 inmates held in 4 blocks. This facility holds 1,264 convicted prisoners, 26 on life imprisonment, 294 on remand, 56 foreigners, 33 on trial,